here to take you on information technology. The topic is storage devices. At the end of this class, you should be able to know what the storage device is, and then the types of storage devices and the examples of storage devices. What is a storage device? A storage device or devices are hardware devices used for storing data. And these storage devices can keep and retain information short-term or long-term. It can be a device inside or outside a computer or server. That is to say, you have an internal storage device and an external storage device. We are meant to understand that storage devices are the computer memory. Just as you have your memory as a person, the computer memory is the storage device because you keep every information that is needed in your storage device. Our storage devices are used for holding, retrieving, and transferring information from one computer to another or from one device to another. So you can transfer your information or data from a particular device to another or from one computer to another. Let's see types of storage devices. There are two major types of storage devices. We have the primary storage devices and the secondary storage devices. We are going to look at them one after the other. Let's see the primary storage devices. The primary storage devices are generally smaller in size, and they are designed to hold data temporarily, and they are internal storage devices. What I'm trying to say here is your primary storage device, it's small in size. That is, the secondary storage device is larger in capacity compared to the primary storage devices, and it stores information or data temporarily. It's not a permanent storage device. So the primary storage devices has the fastest data access speed. What we mean here is it is faster in accessing your data than your secondary storage devices. Can we see examples of these primary storage devices? Yes, we can. What are they? We have our number one here to be RAM. What's the meaning of RAM? Random access memory. The second example here is cache memory. The next thing there is our secondary storage devices. The secondary storage devices usually have large storage capacity and they store data permanently. When I made mention of the primary storage device, these two things weren't there. For primary storage device, it is temporal, and for primary storage device also, it stores small. The capacity is very minimal. That is, it is small. They can be either internal or external to the computer. That is, for your hard disk, you have your internal hard disk, and you also have external hard disks. So you can store with your secondary storage device, you have internal storage and external storage. Let's see examples of secondary storage devices. Examples of secondary storage devices. Number one, we have our hard disk. 2, optical disk drive. 3, USB storage device. Now, we're going to look at this. Have you seen this before? This is a hard disk, but it is an external hard disk. Remember I told you that they can be either internal or external to the computer. So for this, it's a hard disk, but it is an external hard disk. Look at it very well. It's an external hard disk. Good. Look at this. I know you've seen this before. This is an optical disc. So for your optical disc, it could be compact disc or it could be digital video disc. So, but this is an example of your optical disc drive. Thank you. And for your USB storage device, we have flash as a good example of USB storage device. Remember I said earlier that all of these are what? Examples of secondary storage devices. That is your hard disk, external, your optical disk, and then your USB storage device. Thank you. Before we end this class, I would love to show you this. It's an activity you have to do at home. Number 1, define storage device. Number 2, write out 5 more examples of storage devices. There are several other storage devices that is not on the board, but I want you to outline these storage devices for me. Question number 3, differentiate between primary storage devices and secondary storage devices. What's the difference between your primary storage device and your secondary storage devices? If you look at the board critically, you can give me 3 or 2 differences between your primary storage device and your secondary storage device. Thank you. I want you to be calm and stay safe.